welcome to Blytheway Business News. I am Bonnie Hughes. Our guest today is Phoenix Global Mining, soon to be changing their name to Phoenix Copper. They are restarting the Empire Copper Mine in Idaho and working towards their Bankable feasibility study. Here to tell us all about the company are Ryan McDermott, Chief Operating Officer, and Dennis Thomas, Chief Executive Officer. Thank you very much for joining me, gentlemen.
Nice to
Good
be with
morning.
you.
Thank you.
Nice to be with you again, Bonnie.
Now, you are working towards the completion of a Bankable feasibility study by the mid-2020. Do you want to give us some details about that?
Yes, we are, as you say, we've just recently come out with a new resource, increased our measured and indicated resources, and have sufficient now to complete the BFS. Perhaps you'd like to run it through what we're doing with that.
You bet. We had an exciting 2018 drilling program, gathered enough information on the oxide copper to initiate a bankable feasibility study, which we've done just recently with a plan to complete in mid-2020.
And you are in discussions now for potential investors on a debt basis or offtake basis. How are those discussions progressing?
We're starting those. I think very satisfactory. I think people realise now that the work that we've done at the Empire Mine on the oxide deposit, we're at a stage now where it is about as de-risked as it could possibly be, thanks to the excellent drilling program that Ryan's been doing. We're getting people approaching us concerning debt financing through BFS, right in fact to construction financing. So people are engaging us, if you like, to get started on the if you like BFS and get a piece of the action when it comes to the construction financing. I think our week in London has been satisfactory as far as that's concerned.
That's
very much so.
Excellent. So you're looking at about 8,000 tons per year of copper cathode. Now, is there going to be any transition to the underground, or what's the plan?
In time there will be, but our focus right now is on the oxide copper.
And I understand, though, you have a new discovery at Red Star, which is on surface as well. Would that be your plan to go that route?
We do. Red Star as well is quite exciting. At the end of the 2018 oxide drilling program, we drilled 3 holes to the north of the pit, the proposed pit, and lo and behold encountered 20% lead and 1,100 gram per ton silver.
That's very good.
So we will certainly be following up on that this year.
Excellent. And so you're looking for production from the open pit, around mid-2021?
Mid to late 2021, yes.
That's very, very good. And what is your other plans? Is there any other exploration projects around that you're looking at?
We do, in addition to following up on the Red Star zone that we mentioned earlier, we do have the deeper sulfide source below the copper oxide, as well as a new property approximately 4 miles to the west of Empire called Navarre Creek, and that appears to be a classic Carlin-type gold deposit.
Really?
Yes.
Excellent. And are you looking to do anything on that deposit this year, or you're focusing?
We're going to focus on the copper oxide, but we will get to Navarre as quickly as we can.
Excellent. Well, it's always good to have copper, gold, and everything else on this market.
Yes, it is.
Well, I think as well, the beauty of it is it's all packaged around the small town of Mackay in central Idaho. It's very convenient, it's very accessible. We have all the facilities there, plus it's in Idaho. And you touched at the beginning on changing our name. We're going to be Phoenix Copper now, and as a lot of people have said to us, why not just call yourself what you're going to be, what's on the lid, as it were. And so what's on the wrapper is copper. That's what we'll be producing, and hence Phoenix Copper is very simple. That's as simple as that. I think people will know what we're going to be doing.
You did a financing that you closed in May at a premium, which is a very difficult thing to do in this market. How did that come about?
I think there is a little top-up financing, and I think people were keen to invest in us and quite frankly could see the underlying value in what we have. We, as probably most junior mining companies do, feel that you're massively undervalued. And as far as this is concerned, I think people can see the prospectivity in what we have.
And that was for around 726,000?
700,000, yeah.
700,000. I guess also too, it's kind of difficult to pick up a investment on the market because it's somewhat illiquid, but if someone wants to be involved in the project, a placing was the only way to go for investors who understood
Yes.
where you're potentially going.
Yes, yes. I think that's the one thing. And our shareholders, they quite frankly have been very good, very loyal. They can see the picture, they know where we're heading, they can see the value in what we have, I think, on the ground and where we're going. And the Empire system, the mineralised system, as I have been quoted on a number of occasions, I believe is huge. I mean, we've got a lot of possibilities there.
We absolutely do.
Yeah.
Yes, you've discussed in the past that it's potentially a district scale
Yes.
type of deposit.
Yes, and what we're finding are consulting geologist, in fact, was visiting in March, and it would put it mildly, he was bouncing off the walls. He was excited.
And you now are trading on the OTCQX in the U.S.
Yes.
How have you found? Have you got any new U.S. investors from it?
We have US investors, but they've come through AIM. We're still sorting out some electronic trading difficulties with OTC, but I'm pleased to say that OTC have got their London representatives stuck in sorting things out, and that we hope will be remedied as far as that's concerned within the next few weeks.
And is there any plans to do any kind of marketing in the U.S. once that's finalized?
I think, yes, I think we are known in the US to a certain extent. We've been to New York a few times, and there's interest over there. I think we'll be looking to America for investors. Or to get people trading in our shares particularly, yeah.
And it's certainly copper is back in vogue since they're saying that copper production at a few of the major sites is on hold due to strikes and other things. So there might be more interest in copper now.
Well, copper fundamentals have never changed. The supply situation, I think, particularly with the electric vehicles and the revolution into green energy. Copper fundamentals are there. I think there are not many large scale projects on the books. They take historically years and years to develop. I've not met anybody in the industry, particularly in the copper section, that says anything other than copper will be in deficit, copper prices are going to go up, and we have confidence in copper without doubt.
And is going to be any more drilling on the open pit?
No, I think we're at the stage now where we have more than 400 holes into our ore body. I think we're going to concentrate any drilling that we do now. We're going to go onto Red Star, and we'll start looking at the northern extensions, the northwestern extension of the ore body there. I think Red Star represents a very, very exciting high-grade lead and silver target, which is in sulfides. So we actually have the higher in the system lead, zinc, silver zone, and the copper zone, in fact, is beneath us. So I think that represents a very exciting prospect as far as we're concerned, in sulfides.
So investors can expect to hear some results from your exploration activities on the Red Star in the coming months?
In the coming months, I think we need to get the drills up there and start looking at that, and the sampling as well up through the Horseshoe claims and into our newly acquired Windy Devil claims as well.
And Navarre Creek.
And not forgetting Navarre Creek, which is a very exciting possibility as far as I'm concerned.
So outside of the open pit, you have a lot of blue sky, as we say.
We
Yes.
do.
That's very exciting. And so news flow, what other news flow can investors expect in the next few weeks to next few months?
I think progress through the BFS. We've got our metallurgical program going. I think we'll be drilling. It's an ongoing. I always say peeling the onion. Every time we produce results, we'll be telling the market. But it's a developing story.
Excellent. Well, I mean, obviously with what you have and where your current share price and market cap is, it looks like you've got some value there that investors can certainly start to look at.
Significant value, yes. Yes. We're working on the economics of what we have now, having had the new resource. So yes, I'm excited about when we start sorting these figures through the system.
Yes, well, everybody wants to see what the economics are. And permitting in Idaho is the simple process. Well, no, permitting's never simple, but
It's not simple, but in Idaho, the permitting process is very straightforward.
very
Very
good.
straightforward, yes.
And obviously, it's a good political destination and good district because in these days, everyone's certainly looking at that aspect
Yeah.
because of all of the issues they've had in other countries.
Well, Mining Journal perceived risk category in the 2018 report that they did put Idaho as equal top with Finland. So QED says it all.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us, gentlemen, and we look forward to speaking with you again and hearing about your progress.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie. It's a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on Blytheway Business News. Have a very profitable day.